everybody, and thank you so much for joining us on this lovely, really sunny Wednesday morning. Let us know what it's like near you. We are in summer mode here. Everyone's got the dresses on. It's nice. But we are here with more Christmas collections, which we absolutely love. But I'm not on my own. I'm Kelly Singleton. I'll be with you for the next hour. Jess is producing the show. Good morning.
Good morning.
And Kat, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Are you feeling summery?
I certainly am.
You had more exciting plans this weekend, didn't you? You've been out concerting again.
Yeah, it was a last minute one this weekend and it wasn't country. I was off to the Killers this weekend, which was a lovely change of pace.
Did you have a good time?
It was fabulous, yeah, really enjoyed it.
Nice. We did boring jobs this weekend.
Oh.
We did tip runs.
Yeah,
is that not a sign of getting older?
Yeah, but a tip run can be fun sometimes. Having that clearing energy, you know, when you're making space and stuff like that. I can quite enjoy it.
It was good. It was therapeutic. But yes, let's get on with the show. Let's run this week's Win It Weekly. So this week we have got 6 winners. There's going to be 6 winners. So 6 lucky people can win our Florals and Butterfly stamp multi-buy. So you're going to get all 3 of these beautiful stamps. Let me just show you the back there. So pretty flowers and the vases, so you can make some really nice arrangements. And then we've got some butterfly embellishment stamps there. So it's worth £24, and all you have to do to be in for a chance of winning that little bundle is, what is the highest selling Christmas toy of all time? Is it A, Barbie, is it B, Lego, or is it C, Rubik's Cube? Well, I feel, is this your first show this week?
It is, yes.
What do you think?
Yeah. Well, for my house alone, it's definitely Lego.
Oh, is it? Do you know,
that's where all the money is in my house. There's more value of Lego than anything else.
There's quite a few here at Hunky Dory Towers. Lego lovers, isn't there? Lisa, who works on our team, who produces sometime, loves Lego. You do, I'm sure.
It's not me, it's my son. Yeah.
And Marie don't they?
Yeah.
They've got Lego. I feel like I'd want to say Barbie, but then I was watching on yesterday and there was a lot of answers for B, Lego, so who knows? Makes sense though, doesn't it?
Yeah. And there can be some really expensive Lego sets as well, like up into the hundreds of pounds, so that's going to bulk it up a bit as well, isn't it?
Yeah, so let us know what you think. Like, share and comment your answer, and we will pick 6 lucky winners on Friday. But let's have a look at today's Winter Robins collection, and it's absolutely beautiful, so let's roll the VT. Beautiful, are they? If that's the first time you've seen this collection, it's so lovely. Let us know what you think. Or if you tuned in yesterday and you saw Anne-Marie over at Hobby Maker, then you will have already seen how beautiful this is. But let's just have a look at the pack shot over here. So it's £29.97 and you're going to receive everything you can see there on screen, which saves £8. But of course you can save more if you're a member or a Diamond member. But look how lovely it is. To me, it just reminds me of Christmas when I used to live at home when I was younger. It's very traditional and I don't know, it's very nostalgic.
It is. Robin's Row is a classic Christmas collection, aren't
Yeah.
they? And we try to bring it you most years, but we try and mix it up a little bit. And like you said, we've gone for those really traditional kind of colours this time.
Yeah, I feel like as well, everybody likes, you can't not like a little red robin, can you?
No.
They're so cute. And whether do they bring good luck, or is it just me that thinks that, like when you see a little robin or you think it's somebody, you know, that used to be here?
Yeah,
It's really
visiting,
sweet,
yeah.
isn't it? So that's our Winter Robins collection. So £29.97 for the bundle, which of course is always the best way to get it because you're going to save that little bit more. And so I think if I worked it out, is it like you're getting the inserts free maybe, if you get it that way? But let's just have a look in detail. So this is, we'll flick through the topper collection, and of course you're going to get 2 of every sheet that I'm showing you here. So look at that little red robin. Oh, and he's got accent foiled all on his little chest. I really like those arch toppers down there at the bottom. They're really nice. And it's, as well, this kit, it's perfect for Christmas. As you can see, it's all snowy and holly and beautiful patterns, but it's great for winter birthdays or thinking of you. There's some really nice heartfelt sentiments throughout it. Perfect for fussy cutting this little robin on the little plant pot there. And then you can just imagine this little robin there, can't you? Sat at the bottom of your garden, just watching over. If only it was so snowy and picturesque at Christmas.
I know. We keep saying every year, this is going to be the year we're going to get a white one, and it never quite happens, does it?
No. How cute is the little jolly snowman at the bottom? Oh, I love him. He's got a little robin sat on his head there. But what I like about this one is you can see in the frames, they've got like beautiful holly detailing and just a little bit of fancy. I really like them. We've tried to pack as much as we possibly can onto the toppers, so you know you've got your button sentiments and banner sentiments there. And this is a foil cardstock here. You can just snip that little corner off. And with a lovely blue, so you could make this like a frosty morning card. It could be, you know, late in the afternoon. Beautiful. And then this one with the candles there, I think that the topper at the bottom will come in useful for so many different occasions and recipients. It's just so, it'd be nice to receive one like thinking of you, or even, it could even work for like a sympathy card, could it, do you think?
Yes,
the
it could, because we've got that association with robins, haven't we? They say when a loved one is near when robins appear.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely.
I feel like everyone's got little stories like that if you believe in it. I do. I always think my dad's at the bottom of my garden looking at me. Usually when I'm up to no good, comes to tell me off. Look at this one here, and I like how it's traditional, but we've brought in some like these modern different sort of textures. So we've got like this wood here as well, and on the one behind we've got this really nice like check, like tartany colours. Look at the welly boots.
There's something just so captivating about a pair of welly boots, isn't there? You could stick a slug on top and you could still sell me a pair of welly boots.
So you've heard it from us, the next collection.
Yeah. After me Highland cows, I'm going to plug for slugs.
Slugs in snow. You've heard it here first.
Maybe not.
And then we've got this beautiful like goldy beige colour of the lantern here. It's got a really nice, it actually looks like it's glowing. And then that really nice idyllic cottage at the bottom, all snowy. So that's going to make a perfect Christmas card, these toppers. It's just really giving that classic Christmas feel. Look at the filing on this. Beautiful there. And here again, got a little bit of the wood in the corner. So just £19.99 for the topper. And of course, like all our topper sets, you can buy them individually. They're any 5 for 4. So if you like a few of these and you want to top up your blockbuster, it works. You can mix and match across all the topper sets on the website. So yeah, but I think it works out like $15.96 for 4. So let's just show some beautiful cards. We have so many made by the team. We've had a bit of fun dressing the set up today, like everywhere. We've gone robbing crazy. Look at this, we've got a little sneak peek of some acetate that's coming up. How lovely is him there, just with that little cottage behind. Oh, I like this.
So pretty.
It's lovely, isn't it? My little favourite, the little snowman there.
Oh, I love that. I love how you've got that aperture and that
Yeah,
coming through.
it's really cute. Another one, just using the nice circles and putting it off centre there. Oh yeah, it's just fancy, isn't it?
Have they done that? I'm going to have a look at that one.
And there we go. I feel like this one's my favourite from the topper sets.
So cute.
Yeah.
It's the way the light's encapsulated in those candles. You know I bang on about it all the time, but it still amazes me how we do it, how we get that essence of light, whether it be natural daylight, whether it be those moody skies, whether it be lighting candles, how we can get it into cardstock and make it actually look like it's lit up. It fascinates me.
I know, it does. It's almost like it's warm to touch. It just looks really nice. Again, using those arch toppers as well on this card blank. I like that. It's really nice. And then another one here. So a little easel card.
So cute.
Oh, it's beautiful. So that's some of the cards. But what we want to see, Kat, is what are you creating for us today?
Shall we? Let's have a play with our in the garden. So I am going to do, I've only ever done a couple of these before, but I think I can make it work with this one. So we're going to have a 7x7 base, and then we're going to have like a separate easel, like within the card. So we're going to start, let's do our boring mat and layering bit. And we're just going to cut this down to 7x7. Make sure I save that bit because I will have another piece later on. And then I'm going to keep the detail from this side of the card here. So we're going to bring this to 3 notches under the 7. And the same in this direction. And then while we've got this piece here, I'm going to flip it round, so I'm going to try and keep as much of this detail as possible. I'm going to bring this to 3 notches under the 3 3/4, and then the same in this direction, and then we'll cut ourselves a little mat and layer for that as well. So that'll be 3 3/4. Then I'm going to keep this strip that we've got as excess here, because we're going to use this to make like our little easel part, but we'll get these things stuck down for the time being. So my construction glue is going to play. It's gone to the bottom nice and quick.
Catherine on Facebook's comments made me laugh. She's put, I love these wellies, not sure I'd have them with a slug on.
I was just thinking of trying to come up in that split second with the most ridiculous thing, so I'm just going to start trying to sneak little slugs into Alma's design now.
So I was out in the garden yesterday with Esty, and I was trying, she's a bit frightened of all sorts of bugs and everything. And so I'd seen a little snail, so I was like, oh, let's go and say hi to Mr. Snail. And so we did. I was like, do you want to hold him? She was like, no. I was like, okay, we'll just look at him. But she did not really like him.
Was she not impressed?
No, she's not impressed.
So we're going to pop this on there, and then we're going to sit this, when we come round to do it, over this side of the card, and this is going to kind of work as our easel. So if we take this piece here, I'm just going to put some score lines in. We can always trim it down as we go. Let's see, so we just want a little bit so we can sit it underneath. But by using the excess card, you're going to make it nice and pretty so it matches. So if anybody should see it from the back, it's all going to work with the design of the card. So
I really like the holly pattern on, like the snowy holly.
it is,
on that
it's so
cardstock.
beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's just something about that combination. The reds and the greens are just so classic. So pretty.
How do you decorate your tree at home, Kat? Is it classic or is it modern?
No, it's modern. It goes with the colour scheme of my living room, so it's currently like blues and greys and silvers.
Oh, nice.
So we will pop that on there. We might need to trim this easel down a little bit. I'm going to go with my robin that's at the top here. I'm just going to take out this middle frame. And then because there's a little bit of excess, I'm going to use a little bit more of my scrap, and hopefully this will fit on here nice, which it does. Take away that little bit that's been left behind. So I'm going to just use, in fact, just for so it's nice and quick, let's just use my tape runner. And this is going to give us like a nice solid base so we can attach it to our easel as well. You could use some of your papers that are in the kit, but I'm just using what I've got left over. So I'm going to pop that on there and we'll just cut away the excess. And then that allows us, we're going to be able to pop our topper back in the centre on a couple of foam pads just to give it some dimension.
Lots of lovely comments for the team makes this time. I know, they're so nice. I think everyone's really enjoyed it.
Yeah, there's just so much detail in there. It gives you lots of fussy cutting opportunities, lots of different ways of using your cardstock to like really emphasise the shape of your cards and things. It's so much fun. Off there, so we can just pop this back in the centre now. And there's only a small little border, but I think just by using that matching cardstock, it just keeps it all together. Right, I'm just going to trim this down just a little bit. And the idea is that when I put it on, I kind of want it to sit within my card, so it's not going to go longer than that. So if I trim to there, let's pop couple of foam pads on this base, so it's just going to be raised up more in the base of the card. But I think cards like this become a little bit more than a card, don't they? They become more of a decoration, so it's something that you could keep out,
Yeah.
And bring out year after year, just because you're taking it from that, just something a little bit different from that normal opening card. So we're going to pop this up in the top left hand corner. I'm going to lay this out. Let's add some tape on here. Again, you can use some high tack tape or some construction glue. And then if we pop this centrally down there, and we know when it lies out now it's all going to fit within my 7x7 envelope. And that can pop like that. I think I've gone a little bit too long at the back, so let me just put another score line in there. And then we're going to take another one of our little arch frames, again on the box here. And we're just going to layer up just so we're adding a little bit more detail in. So this time, we're just going to keep one layer of foam pads at the top, just where it's going to sit over that little panel. And then just to raise it slightly, we'll go with 2 layers at the bottom.
Looks like the little friends.
It is, but that's, to be fair, You wouldn't actually see that often in real life because robins are very territorial.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they can fight if there's more than one in an area.
Oh, I did not know that. I learnt something else as well yesterday on Facebook while watching the show.
Yeah.
Yes, I did, learning new things every day this week.
Here to educate we are.
Somebody had said that Lego, do they also produce tyres or something?
Ooh.
Or like so I've obviously not remembered it well.
I don't know, I feel like I've heard something like that, but I can't remember whether it is. Is it like a byproduct of that they use for making something, or is it just that they make two different things? I'm sure somebody in the comments will tell
somebody
us.
will.
Somebody
know.
will be more up on it than we are. So we're going to pop this across this section here, just to work as our stopper. And then, with love and wishes, so let's go with Happy Christmas down on this bottom section. And again, we're going to go super with this one. We're going to go, let's layer it 3 times just so it's sitting up there. So even though it's a car, it's an easel, because it's an easel, it's already standing up, we can afford to go quite chunky with the layers.
Catherine has replied, Kelly, Lego is the largest producer of tyres.
Yeah.
There we go. I know there's been a few comments about these 4mm foam pads, so they have been requested now, and I feel like they might have been ordered. I heard some talking about it in the office on Monday, I think.
Exciting times. Would have saved me having to put all those layers on there then. So, just going to finish with some gold gems.
Oh yeah, gold will work perfectly.
It will. So we've got our little, what are these ones called? Like our little button ones. Our dome gold. I've picked the one that I've only got a couple of, or the scooching up the top there. And I love these ones for festive cards. They've just got that lovely effect. So we can put 3 at the top, and I'm going to do 3 down the bottom here to fill in this gap. Going in the opposite direction. Just need a little foam pad under there because it's buckling a little bit, and that's annoying me. I see we had a winner from the cards on Friday.
Oh yes, and she's received them.
Oh,
and
fabulous.
She loves them.
Aww, this is good news.
Yeah, she said to pass it on to you.
And there we go. So let's hold it up for you a little bit.
Oh, it's lovely. Look at all the
It's just a little bit different, just the way it's laid out. So it's an easel with on a card blank, but it just works so well. There's so many beautiful designs in there that you can really lay it up without it getting too heavy.
I think as well, because all the the background colours, the reds and like the deep red, the greens, the blue, it makes that little robin stand out so much. Like he looks so vibrant, doesn't he?
He does, yeah.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
So of course, with a new collection, we've got lots more goodies to show you. So first up are our inserts and papers. So $7.99, but of course don't forget they are in that bundle. So I'll just flick through some of the inserts there. Just, you know, our usual style inserts. So we've got those slightly muted designs, so that gives you all the space you need for writing your Christmas message, or you can print on these. It's completely up to you, or you don't even have to use them as inserts. But that's the 4 little insert designs. But we've got the double-sided papers. Look at this. So beautiful. I'll bring it a bit closer there so you can see. We've got that really nice, it's like, what sort of colour would you say this is? It's like a light goldy.
Yeah, like a
No,
soft
like a
mustard.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, quite vintagey, I'd
Yes.
say. And then we've got the nice wood there, like some snowfall on it. Like all these patterns, they've just got a little delicate bit of snowfall on, just adding to that really Christmassy feel. And this one, again, it's that really soft colour. It's got like swirls, and you can't really see that one on camera as much, but it's got swirls and snowfall on it. And then look at that.
That is beautiful.
Oh, that's nice. And then with the wood. So you can see all those patterns are going to work perfectly together when you chop into them. They're the patterns that are running throughout that kit as well. But yeah, beautiful. £7.99 if you want to add them to your order. Next up, we've got the little book of winter robins. So this is just going to be jam-packed with all those beautiful, look at them, best friends, little best friends. Oh, and see, he's just watching this little family there.
So cute.
I know.
Oh, giving her a little gift.
Oh, don't. It's too sweet. It's really cute.
I love the look she's giving back as if to say, what do you want? What have you done?
What have you done? Oh, there we go. How nice is he going to be on the front of a card? I've seen as well some, I'm sure they'll be on the website, some card models that have used like the little book and then one of our frame moonstone dies in gold, and they've like chopped into it and it looks really nice. Oh, it's like a goldy effect there. That's just beautiful. I want to say that's like the sunset. Oh, I love it too much. So there's 120 pages in this little book. There's 20 designs and you'll get 6 of each. So with our little books, it's absolutely perfect for creating decoupage, just layering up, creating those cards if you've got any market stalls coming up. Sweet, I like that little frame. That's really
So
cute. Oh yeah, there's a few with a little frame. That's nice. Oh, and that one. Too beautiful. I've got no words because it's so nice.
It is.
I just want to say, oh, it's
beautiful,
so cute.
and it really, really, like you said, you had those gorgeous candles there again.
Yeah.
Bringing in the element from the card kit, so you know you can like mix and match it with your papers. It's going to work perfectly with the textures that we've got going on there.
Yeah, and I like we've added some like little elements to a few of them. Like we've got tiny little bits of corners. There's a few little borders on some of the designs. How nice is that?
Beautiful. Great for fussy cutting around that one. Oh, and another one. Look at that border.
Oh, that border's lovely. Really nice. So £9.99 for the little book. Little books are always on 3 for 2 as well if you want to grab a few, mix and match across the website. And then we've got some beautiful acetate, and quite a lot of the teammates use this acetate because it just works really nice when you pop out those toppers and put it onto it. So £11.99, and there's 16 sheets and it's all gold foiled, so it's going to match that kit perfectly. But silver on the reverse if you wanted to use it for anything else. Look at that little like cross what sort of pattern is this? It's not tartan, is it?
Like, it's like a little cross, a little tartan pattern. It's to pick up the details in the kit. But again, this so far, even though it is designed to go with this collection, it is still quite generically Christmas. So like you said, because you've got the gold and silver option as well, it's going to work across all your Christmas crafting projects.
Yeah, especially something like this one as well. I mean, if you've got our pocket pads or anything like that, you can team this with it.
Yeah, definitely.
Or some of the Duo Design pads.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should let us know as well in the comments if anybody has got any happy posts coming this week. We like to know. And then the adorable scoreable selection. So £9.99 as always with our adorable scoreable selection. So 24 sheets, and these colours have been handpicked by our designers, so what they think will work perfectly with the Winter Robins collection. Look at these, look at that green, nice green holly, and we've got the red. So everything that you're seeing in that main kit is just coming through here. So you're going to be able to create some beautiful mats and layers with these colours. So just like I said, £9.99, but sign in, make sure you get that little bit extra off. But let's see some more cards because we've got so many. Let me tidy up my station. There we go. Look at this. So much depth and dimension on this. So using that little book, fussy cutting those images, adding some foam pads and just layering that design up. Look at this.
So something completely different,
Oh,
just
my
using
word.
the papers little bit of like origami folding techniques, and you get something you wouldn't necessarily know it was from this collection,
No.
which just, I love the versatility. It's amazing.
Just for you, the little sentiment used on there as well. Oh yeah, this one's used those like stitched frame dies, which just highlights it perfectly, just gives it that little finishing touch.
I love that chunky green border on there as well, just to give it that different look.
Like his and hers wellies.
Yeah.
Oh, there's that acetate. What a really nice way of using that acetate as well. So that card just opens up like this. But there we go.
So clever.
Oh, using those double-sided papers. So you can see, even though they're all really different, they work together perfectly.
This is a great one if you've just got scraps left and little bits of toppers, but still makes an absolute stunning card.
Little acetate corner on this one. And the circle frames. I'm really...
Just keep going.
I know. I really like all the arch toppers. They're my favourite on this. Another one, again, just using little bits, so you bringing it together. Oh,
Yeah.
glamorous.
Great ways to
Very
use your
fancy.
scraps.
Oh, here we are.
Oh.
And if you haven't already, don't forget to grab your Snowfall acetate, because it just works with almost anything. And a little bit of ribbon on there as well. And then another one here, using those wood textures, getting that acetate in there as well, and those beautiful
That is
toppers.
beautiful. It probably gives me like fence vibes, like
Yeah.
peering through the fence.
It really does. So that's, we're back to you, Kat.
Okie dokie. Well, I'm going to mess things up a little bit because I had an idea for this card, but I didn't realise we had the little book. I just missed it at some point. So is there any chance I can borrow the little book?
Yes.
And I'm going to weave that into my design instead of what I really had planned, just so we can show you a little bit of everything. So I'm going to do a nice chunky 8x8 for this one. We're going to use some of our paper, some of our acetate, but just showing how you can put them together to make your own kind of bespoke stock and backgrounds for your cards. So let's go in and we'll do a 8x8 mat and layer. Pretty sure I've already cut one down. I have. And then we're going to take this beautiful dark blue snowflake papers here, and we're going to cut this down to 3 notches under the 8 in both directions. And then we're going to do the same with this beautiful holly acetate. And I'm just going to layer these two up, just so we're kind of, like you said, we're making our own foiled paper stock, card stock, just to add a different look. Because I know people are always asking, oh, I love the acetate, but I'm not quite sure how to use it. So this is just one of the many ways that I like to incorporate it. So let's get this layer down here. Put that on as our mat and layer. And then I'm simply going to add this over the top to make it look like a foiled cardstock. Now I know it's very busy, but we are going to add something on the top to take that away. So I'm just going to add some tape in the middle here to fix this acetate down that I know I'm going to be covering up later on. So if there's any, it's so busy, I'm not sure you will see the adhesive through, but if you could, if you were doing this on like a lighter card or something, that I still know that that's going to be covered up. And it just look how stunning that is there. So I'm going to go in to one of my pieces of cardstock, but you could do this again with the papers or maybe your inserts to really tone it down, which I would have done if I knew I was working with the little book, but here we go. So I'm going to cut a panel here. I'm going to cut this down to 6x6, and we're going to take out this lighter section here this time.
Nikki, the pocket pad bundle is coming back in stock. They are reprinting, so hopefully we think by the end of the week.
Has it gone?
I know.
Wow.
I know. I think it has. I've not checked this morning. Yeah, it's gone, and only 2 pads are left. So hopefully they will all be back in stock by the end of the week with Duo design pads as well, which just were in for 2 seconds.
It's
and then
absolutely
went.
crazy last week, wasn't it? One of the biggest love and appreciation weeks I've known for products in a long time.
And when we get these, when we ask nicely if we can have reprints, we upset a whole new team. Well, a whole team, don't we?
We do.
Oh dear, they have to move all their schedules around.
You guys, what you want.
Yeah.
So that's going to go on there. So it's going to calm down that a little bit. Now, I was going to take the matching topper from this cardstock, but I saw this frame when Kelly was flicking through before, and I think this will work perfectly on here. So like I said, bear with me, because from this point I'm kind of making it up as I go along. If I can find the one I want, there we go. I think those blues will really incorporate in there beautifully. So yeah, I think what we'll do is layer that back up on top, and then maybe cut our robins out and decoupage them back on. Now I'm just going to cheat a little bit. I've got a pencil here and got myself a matte and layer for this.
Oh, Barbara on YouTube has received a hunky dory order this week, all the way to New Zealand.
Wow. It's fabulous, isn't it, that all those miles away that you can still get these wonderful hunky dory goodies. We will get this on here. Now, if I had prepped this a bit more and I knew that the little book had existed, which I should have done, I should have realised, because when do we bring you a collection like this without a wonderful little book to go with it? Then I probably would have gone in and fussy cut all the inside of this bit out here, so it would have left like that wonderful aperture behind and layered it up. But we can get a similar effect today if we then go and we'll cut out these little robins off a second sheet. I'm going to try and do this as quick as possible. So if they get a little bit ragged, please don't judge too much. You can take more time on this at home. The second I say I'm going to do it quick, it all starts going wrong. There was a little robin in my mum's garden the other day. I sat watching it on Monday.
Oh.
Flew in for a second and then flew off again. So, they're not just Christmas birds.
No, they're not. Yeah, I've always got one that comes in my garden.
So, let's go in, just take this tail out quickly like that. So that's one done. So you can see how beautifully and quick these cut in and round.
Yeah, you did do that quick. I could have been cutting this for you. You could have given me a task.
I could have done. I didn't know you were up for tasks, Kelly. Now
Oh,
I
no.
have this information for the future.
Only
I will
certain
make
tasks.
sure. She said she can't cut into it now. She keeps dropping it.
Like the easiest task you could think of.
Okay. No, I will make sure next time we're on together, I come up with something.
Please don't.
Eh, shut yourself in the foot now. Be careful what you wish for, Kelly. So just right there. And I just love, this just shows the flexibility that you've got with these kits, because even though my original idea was something using the topper, that how quickly you can change it up and use something else.
Yeah.
Where have I hid my foam pads?
Oh dear.
They'll be here somewhere. There is a box of them, so they shouldn't hide too much, but I'll use what I've got left of this one.
Oh, the Stepper card bundle has sold out too. Do you know, I'm not sure when that one's coming back actually.
So we can just pop these back on here now to add a little bit of height. Get that on. And then let's start layering this card up. I'm going to bring back in the topper sheet because I might add in some of the elements from like the ribbon border. So now that we've gone this direction, I might like overlap it let's get this one down first. So I'm going to now put this over more to the left hand side. And then, because I've got that larger element now with the little book page, I can pop that going across the middle. And let's add the, what have I done with my phone pad? Oh, they're here behind me. It's like I can't lose a box. I could lose anything.
I'm quite good. I don't lose lots of things, but my sister, terrible. She wasn't allowed a key till she was like 17.
It is, well, it's not an ability, it's the opposite of an ability, but it's a very special talent that I've got.
Not to lose things.
Yeah. The amount of, every day I lose my phone 3 times, at least. So we're going to take out this ribbon border. I love 8x8s because you can really, really layer and add lots and lots of dimension in. So I know this panel is 6 inches. So if I take that to my mat and layer size, which is 3 notches under, and that should fit down this strip perfectly.
Oh, Jenny, I love this. I have just used red liner tape to stick a multi-socket extension to my craft room wall.
That, yeah, and it will work once you've got that stuff on. And let's have a look for a couple of sentiments. We're going to go with Have a Merry Little Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
That we can pop down here.
I like it.
And to a very special couple.
I like the size of it.
They do, aren't they? They're just so regal.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll pop this up on that top corner there, just coming off the border. And then we've got this one that we can add down to the bottom section here. And then you'd pop it on a card blank. Maybe go in with some gems. But just really showing how you can take those little book pages and extend them into bigger cards. You can be bringing in your papers and your acetate, using up lots of little bits, because I think the more bits you use from across the kit,
yeah,
the less you seem to be using overall, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But I'm sure you know what I mean.
Beautiful. Thank you. Comments already coming in for this cat. This is so cute. And looks like they're chatting instead of the usual song. Oh, that's so nice. Thank you. So let's just recap this week's Win It Weekly. So we're going to pick 6 winners on Friday. You can win our florals and butterfly stamp multi-buy, which is of these 3 stamps here. All you have to do is like, share and comment your answer to the following question. What is the highest selling Christmas toy of all time? Is it A, Barbie, is it B, Lego, or is it C, Rubik's Cube? So let us know what you think. Pop an answer in the comments. But let's just have a look what else we've got. We've got a ribbon selection. Absolutely perfect for Christmas cards. Just adds that little bit more luxury. You can make little tags out of the ribbons. There's so much. Just adding a little bow just will give it that little finishing touch. So £9.99 for 21 metres there, and you can see those stunning colours. We've got those reds and those holly greens, little icy blues and some beautiful orange there. So that's going to really work with the collection. And then we've got a fabulous moonstone die, which is £14.99. You can mix and match on the website and get any other £14.99 die set for £24.98. So this is just one metal die, but the amount of beautiful cards I've seen with this, and people, I'm guessing, Kat, if you can put it through the die machine a couple of times, and then you can fussy cut that robin out and
and layer it up onto each other. Yeah, so it's a design. It's, as I'll show you in the demonstration that's coming up next, it's designed to like cut into your cardstock.
Okay.
But obviously then you can cut it out, you can add it, you can make frames out of it. There's so many beautiful things you can do.
Yeah, I've seen loads of card models with this, so it's beautiful. So £14.99. Sign in and get that little bit extra off if you're a club or diamond member. But let's just have another look at this amazing pack shot. So it's $29.97. That's the full Ultimate Collection. So you've got the topper collection there, which is 4 toppers in, or you get 8 toppers in total. You've got your inserts and papers. You've got a 120-page little book there as well. So there's so much cardstock to get going on with, and the double-sided papers, which are beautiful. So that's all the sign in and get yours for $28.47 or $26.97 if you're a Diamond member. So that bundle will save you £8, which is a pretty good saving. So it's like getting the inserts and double-sided papers free, which are £7.99. So it's a beautiful, beautiful collection. And from all the comments as well that I've been reading while Kat's been demoing, everybody seems to love it, which is great, which is really nice. Look at this little bit of snow in the back there. So that's using that die, but just simply cutting it out of gold mirror and then making it into a little bit of a shaker. So that's so cute.
And all that embossed detail that's put in there for the die for you just really makes it stand out. So if you're not confident with your colouring and things, you've still got all that detail already in there for you.
Look at this. So this is what I think I'd seen on online. So we've put this through a few times, coloured it as well, and then popped out those little berries, added them on an extra foam pad, so that just gives it a little bit of dimension. Look at this in the crafty colour. That's so nice. Adding a little bit of colour to the bird there.
Yeah, it just really makes it pop out.
So you can see you can get 2 different looks just from the same die. You can go like vibrant, or you can go vintagey and rustic. It's completely up to you what you do with the die. But let's see some more of the cards. There we go, just using that little bit of ribbon on that border strip there. We've got the wood and the snowfall. It's a beautiful card. I'm really liking these little different ones we've got with this, like little variations of just using leftover bits and pieces.
Yeah, using your papers. And this is the beauty of them, because all the papers look so different, but because they're designed to go with the collection, they are cohesive, so you can use them to make things like those baubles there without having to think about what paper goes with what.
Yeah. Look, just chopping into, I'm getting a little book page there. It's really sweet putting it in those 3 panels. I think it looks really effective. And then they're just like you're sat inside, you're looking out the window, and look what you can see, that beautiful Christmas scene. Got the welly boots, a little strip of acetate down the side. And then the last one to show you is here. I like this little bit of acetate in the middle here. That's really nice.
It's a cute thing to do, isn't it? Just to give your frames a different look, just to play around with them, but make them stand out. It's beautiful.
Yeah. So thank you so much for everybody that's worked on this, because we've got some really amazing cards. But let's go back for the last amazing card of the day.
Okie dokie. Well, it's not going to be a card.
Oh my word. It's not going to be a card.
We're going to do something a bit different. Hopefully. We'll see how we get on. So, I'm pulling out my craft card, because you know I love some craft card, especially when we've got boxes like this. So I am going to cut a piece down. I'm going to go to 5.5. Make sure you're cutting it lengthways, and then we're going to take this to 8. And then this is going to become the front of our... My idea is a little light box. We'll see how we get on today actually sticking the lights in.
Okay.
It might be one I have to come back and show you later, but we'll see.
This is interesting.
Well, first of all, we're going to put 2 like little score lines in. So for our little bit, so we can attach it to the back. So I'm just going to go to 1/4 inch. And then we are going to 1 1/4 inches, and then we're going to flip it around and do exactly the same on the other side, and this should give us in the middle then, if my maths are correct, a 5.5 by 5.5 inch panel, which when I worked this out yesterday it did, but my maths could have gone skew-whiffy overnight. No, that's 5.5, and that's 5.5. So I'm going to leave that like that, because the next thing we're going to do is take my die, and we're going to die cut this out of it. So if we pop this in here, So like I said, so this is designed to cut into your cardstock. So we're just going to layer that up. So we've got a nice even frame all the way around. And then we've only got the super skinny masking tape in there. Let's see if we've got something a bit thicker to hold this in place somewhere. No.
What were you looking for, sorry?
Just some thicker masking tape, but I'll use this one.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Oh, we've pinched it.
Oh, hang on. No, I've got some. I find this.
Oh, okay.
This is hide. Where's this? I'll take this. It's purple. So what I like to do, especially when I'm working on craft card or matte card surfaces in general, first of all, I usually take a little bit of the stickiness off. But then when I'm placing it down, I try and secure it in places where the cardstock's going to come away, just in case. Because although it is designed, and it does work beautifully for not taking the layers off your cardstock, when they're going, these machines are just getting too good, and they've got too much pressure in them, and sometimes they can really, really stick it down. So just a bit, oh wow, brand new plates.
I know, there was a lot of comments, I think, getting excited yesterday saying, why are those plates perfectly straight?
Oh, wow. Oh, I feel like the pressure now. Like if it goes all thingy, it's all going to be on me.
Dan came in here last night and I was like, what's he taking? And he's took some plates. I think he's doing some crafting.
Oh, this is exciting.
I know. He took it home. I'm not sure what he's crafting with.
Feels like Christmas. It's so nice not having to like.
It doesn't make that really. Oh no, it did.
No, it's just knows that our die's gone through that helpful clicking noise. Oh, just look how beautifully that's cut. Oh, you can just see. It's so satisfying. Die brush, die brush. Seen one. So all my big areas have come out. We'll take this. Oh, I'm going to be leaving the big mess on the floor for somebody to hoover all.
Oh, don't. Jess hoovered up yesterday.
Sorry, Jess.
Oh,
I'll try and be neat. I'll try my very bestest. Just with a little brush round. I think there's just a couple of bits we need to poke out. But you can see, even though there's lots and lots of small details in there, how quick and how clean that has cut. It is so satisfying. Now, if I had a decent one, which unfortunately I've not got at the moment, I would probably go in and pick out some of their white detail, the light detail with a white pen in there. But
that would look good.
I think still when we build it up, we're going to end up with a pretty effect anyway. So now we've got this basis for the box front that we've made. So we've just got some little tabs that we can turn to secure it to the back there. And I'm just going to cut these two at little angles just for later when we come to do that. Now, just to add another little bit of extra detail, I've gone ahead and I've cut it out in gold, and I've just cut the frame around so I can pop this behind, and I'm just going to like slightly off-centre it just so we get that lovely reflection coming from behind.
Oh yeah,
so
like a little drop shadow.
It is, yeah. So I'm going to take some of our white wet craft glue. I can find some. I'm just going to take the lid out and do a blob because it's easier. A little bit of kitchen sponge. And we're just going to dab this down. And it's just because I'm using the wet glue for this because it's just going to give me a longer time to play with it because you've got quite an area to cover. If you're using like the glue stick or something, it can dry. A part of it can dry before you've got round to getting the glue over everything else. And when you've got fine detail, I think it just gives you a better coverage. And this is why we have so many glue and adhesive options for you, because there's ones, everything works better for a particular job. And then we can pop this on, and then it's just a case, plus it's going to give us that little bit of wiggle room so we can get that shadow effect in the right place. We just want that slight little bit popping over.
You always think of such good ideas, Kat.
Fiddly, messy, maybe not good. No. So we'll pop that down and give that a good press. I'm just trying to take it out the way of all my mess that I've made on my mat. But we will do that, and then let me clean this up before I do anything else and start sticking myself to things.
Pardon? Oh, is she?
So let's do this.
Should have known it would be a cricket. Cricket comment.
So, next thing we're going to do, so you could just leave it like that. If you were making a card, you could just have that and that see-through option, but because I want to make this like a light box,
Yeah.
I'm going to go and I'm going to add some parchment to the back. So I'm just going to put this down. We know that section is 5.5 by 5.5, so if I just come a couple of notches under, we should then be fine to get this in. And I'm just going to use my tape runner again for speed on this one, round the outside. And we can secure that behind there. Right, now I have brought some lights in.
Oh, okay.
Just some little craft lights you can pick up online.
Yep.
And let me see how I think these are going to work best. I'm going to see what length I've got. I think if I double them up, if you fold them in half-ish, and then twist them, and then that's going to give you, so you've got some lights closer together, and you've not got as many to work with. Instead of wrapping it round and around, if you twist them like that, now it's just going to be the sticking them down at this point, but I wonder whether my tape ruler will do that for me today. Again, maybe go in with your hot glue if you're doing this for real life crafting, or your red liner tape. Now I want to make sure I've got enough of this left so I can pop it through the back of my box. So I'm going to work from this position here and hope this sticks down. I'll just give it some good pressure on that tape. It's not wanting to, is it? It's not.
Oh, I thought it would do, because they're only quite light, aren't they?
Yeah. It's just getting it on that, on the right bit of the stick, I think. I'm going to bring this round here. And then what I'm going to do, just to secure it, is this is where we can bring that masking tape in again. If she can find where she's put it down. And we can just use, because this is nice and skinny, we can just use this round the sides, just so we know in the bits where it's not going to be seen, just to secure it in place around that frame bit. And this is why you want to leave that little bit of a chunkier frame on the outside of your die, so you've got this room round the back that you can play with for securing things down. So I'm sure if you want to make something like this at home, you can spend a lot more time finessing these details.
Yeah.
But I just want to give you at least the starts of the idea today, so you can go away and start making things like this for yourself. So let's just do a little bit on this bottom bit here, and then we'll start looking at what we're going to do with our back panel. So if we leave that for the time being, let's just make sure, but you can see how that light is coming through there beautifully. So I'm going to take another piece of craft card and we're going to cut this to 5.5 by 5.5.
Is it kind of like a box frame card then?
It is, yeah. Or just like a little box. You could pop it onto a card front if you wanted to, or it can just be a decoration that stands up on its own. And then I'm just going to cut a little slit at the back here, just so I can pop. So that's from 1/2 inch. Let's go to 2.5. And this is where your trimmer is so useful because you can line these things up perfectly. Just to cut a little notch out, just so we can pop that element for our light out the back. So we're not having to reach inside and get that working. Keeps it nice and neat. So let's go and add some red liner down these sections here. And there's lots of things you could do to jazz this up. You could be adding onto your back panel here a piece of that lovely maybe holly paper stock to shine through, that you'll just get a very, very subtle effect of. You can add more mirri in the background and then you're going to get that lovely kind of shine glow through. Oh, red liner, how I love you. Again, you could be colouring in the bird on the front. It's just endless, the possibilities. So I like to flatten this out, especially when I'm working with high tack tape, just to give me that there. And then we can bring this through. Here, pop this one down, do the same on the back to create our like little shadow box effect. Pop any wires we want back in there. You could even secure them on the underside of the box. And then I just like to take a foam pad. And then we can pop that on the back there.
So clever.
And we can secure that. Like I said, you can be much neater with your wires. Tuck them in, stick them down properly. But then when you're all done, you're going to end up...
Oh, that's so nice. Imagine that just, you know, on the window ledge at Christmas, on the fireplace.
Yeah. Maybe cut your robin out of gold again and stick it back on the front like I said. But I wanted to show you how to make the box.
Yeah.
And then you can decorate it and add all the details as you want.
Yeah. Or like you said with the white pen.
Yeah, definitely.
Beautiful. Thank you. I love that little project. Nice little bit of something different on our Wednesday morning. So that's it from us, and I hope you've liked the Winter Robins collection, and judging from all the comments that I've been seeing, I think everybody loves it. A few people have already popped it into their basket, which is amazing. So thank you so much. If you need more hunky dory crafts fix, Natalie is at Hobby Maker tomorrow. She's there at 1 and 6 o'clock with our seasonal spinner concept card, and 3 p.m. with our box magazine. But we're here tomorrow morning for the sneak peek, the preview, and you can pre-order your box magazine with us. But thank you so much for watching. We've had lots of fun, and we'll be back tomorrow. So goodbye from us.